All right, getting you ready for a stone driller interview. But, like, we're not just talking about drilling holes here.
Yeah.
It's more like, sculpting with stone.
Yeah.
Sometimes even for those big architectural masterpieces you see.
Exactly.
And to help you absolutely nail this thing, we've got RoleCatcher's awesome resources,
You're the best.
sample interview questions, tips from the
Well,
pros,
better tips.
and even like a sneak peek at how their AI can make your answers really pop.
Yeah, it's fascinating how much precision and artistry actually goes into this kind of work. Like, it's not just brute strength.
Right.
You've got to understand all those nuances of the different stone types.
Totally.
And then you have to operate this, like, heavy-duty machinery with crazy accuracy.
Exactly. So let's paint a picture for everyone listening.
Right.
What does a stone driller actually do every day?
Every day.
Yeah. You'll be in quarries, factories, maybe even out on construction sites.
All kinds of places.
Picture this. Noisy, dusty environments
Oh, yeah.
where safety gear is non-negotiable, which is why I think that Career Guide really emphasizes those hands-on skills.
Those are practical skills.
Yeah, and being detail-oriented.
Yes.
Like think operations monitoring, having your eyes on everything, and mechanical, really knowing those machines inside and out.
Like the back of your hand.
Okay, but before we jump into all the nitty-gritty interview questions, I kind of want to talk career path for a second.
Okay, yeah.
Good news first. High earning potential and job security.
Always good to hear.
But the trade-off.
Yeah.
It can be physically demanding. And sometimes the work gets a little repetitive. It's all about finding the right fit for you.
Yeah, for sure. Like, does the idea of working with your hands, mastering those powerful machines, and seeing your work become part of, like, bridges, buildings, monuments, does that get you fired up?
Yeah,
That's the kind of passion that they're looking for. That shines through in an interview.
absolutely. Okay, let's get down to business, the interview questions.
Let's do it.
And remember, we're going to spend a lot of time prepping you for these.
A lot of time.
Okay, first up, from the interview guide. And it might seem simple. Describe your experience working as a stone driller.
Yeah, how do you make your answer, like, actually stand out?
Right.
You
That's
know,
the thing.
so the sample answer is great. It's a good place to start, but don't just like list tasks you've done. You've got to quantify your achievements.
Quantify.
Like, did you consistently exceed those production goals?
Why?
Did you find a way to work more efficiently? Or maybe you even came up with like a whole new technique. Those are the things they want to hear.
Right.
Those are the details that'll grab their attention.
Oh, and here's an insider tip from the experts.
Ooh.
Showcase your problem-solving skills.
Yeah.
Everyone faces challenges at work. Think of a time when things got tough and how you handled it.
Yeah.
That's a story they want to hear.
Absolutely. It shows them you're not just someone who can follow instructions, you can think on your feet.
Exactly.
Find solutions. It shows initiative, which is so valuable.
And safety, is huge in this field.
Oh, yeah.
Big time. So question number 2 is, how do you ensure the drilling operations are carried out safely? This is where you prove you're not just skilled, but responsible.
Absolutely.
So this is your chance to really highlight all your knowledge
Yeah.
of all those industry regulations, best practices.
Everything.
But don't just rattle off a list, connected to your own experience.
Okay.
Like what specific steps have you taken to create that safe work environment?
Exactly. Personalize it. And here's something to keep in mind.
Okay.
This question is all about safety.
Hmm.
But later on, they're going to ask you about efficiency.
Interesting.
So a really good interviewer, a sharp one, they might use that to test your understanding.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Do you know the difference between working quickly and working safely?
Good point. It's an important distinction.
It really is. And this is a great spot to showcase that you're not just thinking about the task at hand. You're thinking about the bigger picture.
That you're not cutting corners.
Yeah.
All right. Question 3. How do you ensure that drilling equipment is properly maintained and serviced? This might seem like a technical question,
Yeah.
but it's really about showing you're proactive.
And that you've got that mechanical core ability they're looking for.
Right.
It's about showing that you respect the tools, understand how they work, and take responsibility for keeping them in top shape.
And the sample answer I saw, it suggests talking about proactively identifying potential problems.
That's huge.
That's smart.
It's about being ahead of the game. You're not just reacting to issues, you're preventing them. Think of it like this. Would you rather be the person who calls for help when the drill breaks down, Or the person who spotted those warning signs and prevented the whole breakdown in the first place.
Oh, for sure, the second one.
Right. Who sounds more valuable to you as an employer?
Absolutely. Okay, let's keep this momentum going.
Yeah.
Question 4. How do you ensure that drilling operations are carried out efficiently? Now, this is where you get to show off your strategic thinking.
That's right.
It's not just about working fast. It's about optimizing workflows, planning ahead, and collaborating effectively with your team.
Yeah.
So think about the steps you take to streamline the process, and maximize productivity without compromising safety or quality.
Absolutely.
And the sample answer, it talks about accurately estimating the time needed for each job. That's like super crucial.
Also, yeah.
It shows you're organized, you can manage expectations, you understand sticking to a schedule.
And it all ties back into those teamwork and communication skills, so essential in this field.
Oh, totally. Because a stone driller doesn't work in isolation.
No.
You're part of a larger team.
That's right.
Clear communication key.
Absolutely.
All right. Question 5. What is your experience drilling in different types of rock formations? This is your chance to prove you're versatile and adaptable.
Yeah, love this one.
Right.
Remember all those different types of stone we were talking about earlier? Granite, sandstone, marble, slate. They each have their own unique properties that require different techniques.
Exactly.
So have you encountered any of these?
Yeah, and what were the challenges?
How did you adapt your approach?
And don't be afraid to talk about those challenges.
No, definitely not.
It's not about pretending to be perfect. It's about showing you're willing to learn and adapt and find solutions.
Exactly. It's about showing that you can handle unexpected situations and that you're always learning.
Always improving.
Okay.
Okay, let's shift gears just a bit. Question 6. Describe your experience using different types of drilling equipment. This is where you show off that technical knowledge.
Oh yeah, geek out a little.
Right.
Think about the various types of drills and bits you've used. Rotary, percussion, diamond-tipped.
Yeah.
What are their pros and cons? When would you choose one over the other? This is where you can really get specific.
Exactly. And remember, it's not just about listing equipment.
Right.
It's about demonstrating that you deeply understand how each tool functions.
Yeah.
And when it's the right choice for the job.
And if you've got experience with any of those newer technologies or specialized equipment, definitely highlight that. Shows you're keeping up with the industry.
Oh, yeah.
Adaptable to change.
Question 7 takes a slightly different angle now. How do you ensure that drilling operations are carried out with minimal impact to the environment? It's a big one these days, and it shows you're thinking beyond just the immediate task at hand.
Absolutely. Sustainability is so crucial these days, in construction and resource extraction. The career guide even talks about how technology is changing things.
Really?
Improving efficiency, reducing that environmental impact.
So how can someone showcase their commitment to sustainability in an interview?
Great question.
Right.
Have you used biodegradable drilling fluids?
Okay.
Implemented water-saving techniques? Anything that shows you're aware of the impact and you're trying to minimize it.
And that you understand all those environmental regulations.
Oh, yeah. Best practices. You're a responsible professional. Take pride in doing things the right way.
All right. Question 8. How do you troubleshoot equipment issues during drilling operations? This is where you shine as that problem solver.
This is it.
So instead of just saying, I fix things, walk them through your process.
Yes.
What are the steps you take to identify the problem, isolate the cause, and then implement that solution?
Exactly.
Clear, concise communication.
Super important.
And don't forget, back it up with examples. Remember that time you noticed a weird noise in the drill and it turned out to be a major issue? Or when you had to improvise a fix in the field to keep the project moving? Those stories bring your skills to life.
100%.
And it's okay to mention times when you needed to consult with more experienced people.
Oh, yeah.
Or look up info.
Of course.
Shows you're humble, resourceful, and willing to ask for help.
Oh, good things.
Okay. Final stretch.
Okay.
Question 9.
Almost there.
How do you manage risks during drilling operations? So this one's all about showcasing your proactive approach to safety, your awareness of all those potential hazards.
Which the career guide highlights, by the way.
Oh, it does.
Physical demands, potential for injury.
Right.
You've got to be vigilant around all that heavy machinery.
Makes sense.
So this question lets you explain how you mitigate those risks and keep the work environment safe.
So think about things like pre-operation checks,
Yeah.
keeping your work area clean,
Organized.
and consistently following all the safety protocols.
Exactly. And any specific training or certifications you have, especially related to safety, mention that.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
It shows you're serious about safety, you're committed to, doing things the right way.
Now, before we wrap up this whole deep dive into interview questions, let's talk about that secret weapon you have.
Oh, yeah.
RoleCatcher's AI-powered tools. This is where technology meets strategy.
It's pretty amazing.
And it can give you a serious edge.
I think it's fascinating how RoleCatcher takes all the info we've been discussing and helps you apply it in a way that's tailored to the specific job you want.
I know, it's awesome.
It is.
Imagine this. You've got a brilliant answer to a question about equipment maintenance.
Okay.
But you're just not sure if it hits all the right notes. You run it through RoleCatcher's AI, and it's like, hey, maybe tweak this part to emphasize this other thing that aligns with the company's values.
It's like having a personal coach who's analyzed thousands of successful interviews. They know what works.
Right.
You're leveraging technology to make your prep more efficient.
And your answer's more impactful. And here's the best part. RoleCatcher helps you stand out from all the other candidates.
Which is key.
In a world where recruiters are drowning in applications, using AI to personalize your approach for each role can make all the difference.
Absolutely.
It can.
It really can. It helps you move beyond those generic answers and showcase what makes you unique, your skills, your experience, in a way that really clicks with that employer.
Exactly. That's how you make a good impression.
A lasting impression.
Okay, so let's break down exactly how RoleCatcher can help you prep for this interview.
Okay.
First, the CV and resume builder.
Yeah.
It analyzes that job description you're looking at and picks out all those keywords and skills that employers really want.
The ones they're actually looking for.
And then it helps you weave all those keywords and skills into your resume and cover letter.
It's like a cheat code for job applications.
I know. And it gets better. RoleCatcher's AI also comes up with a list of potential interview questions.
Yeah.
All based on that same job description.
Based on that specific job, yeah.
But here's the cool part. You can actually practice your answers using their video recording feature.
Oh, wow.
It's like a mock interview, but with AI feedback on your tone, your pacing, even what you're saying.
That's awesome. So you can see where you're doing well.
Right.
And where you might need to, tweak things a bit.
It's like having a personal coach, but in your pocket. Here's a bonus tip. Even if you're not looking for a job right now, start building your RoleCatcher profile. Think of it as a digital portfolio of all your skills and experience.
Always ready to go.
Exactly. It's like having a career consultant on speed dial.
I love that. You're taking control of your career, being proactive. Employers love to see that.
Okay, back to those interview questions. What happens if they ask about salary expectations?
Oh, that's a tricky one.
It can be. The key is doing your research beforehand.
Yeah.
Look at industry averages, think about your experience level, and be ready to back up what you're asking for.
Be prepared to justify it.
And guess what? RoleCatcher can help here too.
Really?
Their Salary Insights tool gives you real-time data on salaries for similar jobs in your area.
So you can go into that interview feeling confident,
Exactly.
prepared to negotiate a fair wage.
Okay, now for a curveball. Tell me about a time you failed.
Nobody likes talking about that.
No, but this question is actually a good opportunity.
It is.
You can showcase your resilience, your ability to learn and adapt.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Pick an example where you messed up, but more importantly, what you learned from it and how you use those lessons later on.
Yeah.
It shows you're self-aware, you take responsibility, and you're always trying to improve.
Turn that negative into a positive.
Exactly. Right, another one that might pop up. Why are you interested in working for our company specifically?
This is where your research pays off.
Big time.
Don't just skim their website.
Right.
Look for news articles about them. Check out their social media. You want to understand their company culture, their values.
Their vibe.
Yes. And then connect that to your own career goals.
What you can bring to the table.
It shows you're not just looking for any job. You're looking for the right job.
The right fit.
One that really makes sense for you.
And that you've done your homework.
You know why you'd be valuable to their team.
Now, what if they ask, do you have any questions for US?
Oh,
This is your moment to shine.
to show you're really interested.
Engaged, curious. Don't just say, nope, I think you covered it all.
No.
Have a few good questions ready to go.
That show you're really thinking about the role.
And the company. Like, ask about professional development opportunities.
Yeah.
What's the company's vision for the future? Maybe even ask about specific projects you'd be working on.
It shows that you're eager to learn. You're looking beyond the day-to-day stuff.
Thinking big picture.
Exactly.
Okay, we've covered a ton today.
We have?
Technical skills, problem solving, even those all-important soft skills.
It's all important.
But let's not forget about interview nerves.
Oh, yeah. Those are real.
It's totally normal to be nervous. But don't let those nerves ruin all your prep work.
No way.
The interviewer is just a person too. They want you to do well. They want to find the right person for the job.
You really do.
And that's where RoleCatcher comes in. It's not about replacing your skills or experience. It's about making them even better, giving you that extra confidence boost.
Think of it as a toolbox to help you put your best foot forward.
Right. You've got the knowledge and experience. RoleCatcher just helps you present it in a way that really stands out.
So take a deep breath, review your notes, practice your answers, and trust that you've prepared well.
And celebrate your wins along the way.
Oh, yeah?
Every interview, it's a learning experience. Each step gets you closer to where you want to be.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, I think we've drilled down deep enough for today.
I think so too.
We talked about the essentials, the challenges, and rewards of stone drilling.
And even how AI can help you rock that interview.
Right. But before we sign off, let's leave our listeners with something to think about.
Ooh, I like it. A little food for thought.
Think about this. What type of stone would you most like to work with?
And why?
Maybe it's the strength of granite, or those intricate patterns in marble, or the history behind sandstone.
So many choices.
Let that question spark your imagination, fuel your passion for this amazing craft. And remember, with dedication, preparation, and a little help from RoleCatcher, you can achieve anything. It's a good way to, connect your interests to the job. You know, let that enthusiasm shine through.
For sure. So to everyone out there who wants to be a stone driller, precision, that's key. Safety always comes first. And if you really want to stand out, showcase those problem-solving skills. And with RoleCatcher, you'll be more than ready to rock that interview and build a fantastic career.
Couldn't have said it better. Best of luck out there. You got this.
That's it for our deep dive into prepping for a stone driller interview. We covered a ton today. The skills you need, the ins and outs of the job, and of course, how AI can give you that extra edge. Don't forget to check out RoleCatcher. Those tools are game changers. And think about that question we left you with. What kind of stone really speaks to you? Let that guide you. And until next time, happy drilling.